jewelry making video brought to you by keepsakecrafts.net. Over the past 100 or so videos, I've shown you mostly how to make jewelry. Today I'm going to show you not only how to make a bracelet, but how to make the beads that go on it. This project got started when House of Gems sent me these vibrant 4mm glass bicone beads to use, and I decided I wanted to make some beads to match. So to make our beads, we're going to use polymer clay, and it comes in a package like this. There's a few different brands. There's Primo, Scalpy, Fimo, but it usually comes in 2-ounce packages. So I'm going to make the base of my beads out of this color, burnt umber, and you'd be surprised at how little you need. It's nice they've actually divided this up for you, so you know if this is a 2-ounce package, this fourth of it is ½ ounce, and we're actually going to only use a fourth of this fourth, just about this much, and that will actually be enough to make 5 or 6 beads for your bracelet. And a very important thing that you need to do when you open a package of polymer clay is to condition it. Just take some time to squish it around and knead it until it's very soft and pliable and there's no crumbly edges anymore. I have a piece that I've already done here, and I've rolled it into a little bit of a log. And then I also have some accent colors. I mentioned I wanted to match those red beads, so I have this glitter red, and this is copper and gold, and all of these are far more than we'll need. We'll just need a few little pieces to make our beads. You'll also need this tool. This is a bead roller, and you can find it at most of your craft stores in the polymer clay section. And this tool will make either a bicone bead with this diamond shape, an oval bead, which is what we're going to do today, or a round bead. And using the tool, you'll get perfectly shaped beads every time. An important part of this tool is this little measuring device, and this measures the exact right amount of clay to make any one of these beads. So the first thing you want to do is take your base color and just roll it into a log that will just fit into this tool. And it's not a crucial thing right now, just getting it close to the right size. Next, from each of your accent colors, you'll want to roll a couple of little logs. And I've actually already done that. Little snakes, really, little tiny rolls of clay. And what we're going to do is put 2 of each color on our background color. And just kind of tap it down. So I've got one red, I'm going to put another red on the opposite side. Nothing real precise here. The same with the gold. I'm going to put that about 1/3 of the way in between the 2 reds, and one on the other side, and then a copper. And here's one I've already done. So I've got 6 little logs of clay on here. And now you need to roll this out until it's smooth, and it will fit inside your little measuring device. And you want it to just fit. So that actually I rolled a little too skinny. So you can always just actually make it bigger again. Just kind of squish the ends together. You want it to just fit into that device. And I like to work on these 6x6 tiles that I get from the hardware store. So then what you do is you put your log with its stripes, and I know right now it looks terrible, it doesn't look like anything, into that hole that's placed on a flat surface, and then you kind of push down a little bit. What you want is for the clay to fill that space completely, because that exact amount is what you need to make one of those beads. And then you can use a straight edge, just a single edge razor blade. I have my clay blade here, and cut it off. And one thing, I wish this tool came with something to push the clay out of the measurer, but I use the back end of my X-Acto blade. And now we have the exact right amount of clay to make a bead. And so here's our little bead roller, and you're going to put it in. I notice it has a slot. Let's see from the side, I'll show you. One side has a groove and one piece has slot that goes into the groove. It doesn't matter which one is up. So we're going to put our bit of clay with the stripes perpendicular to the grooves right in the oval slot. That's the one I think shows off the swirl best, but you can experiment with the others. And the key to making this swirl is that we're only going to roll in one direction. If we were going to just make an oval bead, you might go like this a bit. But for the swirl, you only roll in one direction. Slide the little guide right in, and roll till you get to the end, and then bring it back. And you'll have to do this maybe 5 or 6 times, it depends. And the way to remember, if you drop it and you lose track of which way the bead should go, remember that it should be smiling at you. So not frowning at you, but smiling. Roll again. Now see, these ends are opening up. That's not good. What you want to do is pinch it, fold it in half to close that air pocket, and then fold it the other way. Pinch it the opposite direction just to fix the shape. And the same over here. It'll open up more later if I don't fix it now. So just pinch it in half and then pinch it the opposite direction to fix the shape. Put it back in. Oh, nope, should be smiling at you. And keep going. Keep rolling until you like what you see. And there you have it, a bead. So repeat. You'll have to squish this down after every time to make it fit back into the tool. There's a really cool trick for piercing the holes and making them come out right. I'm going to take, this is a doll needle. It's a pretty fine but very strong needle. There are bead piercing tools that you can buy. And I'm just going to put that in one end. And then I'm going to face this at me, and I'm going to look exactly where I want that needle to come out. I'm going to not take my eyes off that spot, and I'm going to gently twirl and push the needle, and look at that. It's like magic. It came out in the exact right spot. Once you've finished shaping your beads, you'll need to bake them. A great bead baking rack is just an accordion folded piece of cardstock. Make sure you follow the directions on the package of clay that you purchased, and don't skimp on the baking times, as your beads will be strongest baked at the correct temperature. Polymer clay doesn't have to be sealed, but I put a coat of satin finish on these just to give them a bit of shine. It brings out the gold and the metallics in the clay. And what I use is a water-based varnish called Varathane. If you're going to use something else, be sure to do some research, because not all finishes are compatible with polymer clay. And you can put your beads on the end of a skewer stick and then put them in a pot to dry. So once you have your beads made, or you can just purchase some 9x16 beads if you prefer, these are the things you'll need for your bracelet. You'll need 7 9x16 millimeter oval beads. You'll need 7 4mm glass bicone beads and 14 6x4mm copper roundels. You'll also need 2 each crimp covers wire protectors, and a clasp, and about a 2-inch piece of chain, and about 11 or 12 inches of bead stringing wire, and then chain nose pliers, wire cutters, and crimping pliers. So to get started, we're going to string on a crimp, and then slide your wire through one end of your wire protector and back out through the other, and put one end of your piece of chain over the wire protector, and then put the other end of the wire back through the crimp. Slide it up to the wire protector and use chain nose pliers to flatten. Give that a good tug. Make sure it's holding. Trim the excess wire. Use a pair of crimping pliers to pick up your crimp cover and put over the flattened crimp. And now you can start stringing on a pattern of a copper roundel, a 4mm bead, glass bicone, a copper roundel, and one of your oval beads. Repeat this pattern and then at the end add a final copper roundel, 4mm glass bicone, and copper roundel. Now I've finished stringing my beads and also added a crimp, a wire protector, and a crimp cover to the other end, the same way as we did the first time. And now I'm finishing up by using a jump ring to add a clasp. And there you are, your bracelet is done. So if you like this project, please be sure to click subscribe so you subscribe to my channel and don't miss a thing. I just love the way these custom beads that I made work perfectly with the little bicones and even the copper spacers. So think about what beads you have that you'd like to make a perfect match for, and have some fun. Thank you so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos. Up on the screen are 2 more videos you may enjoy. Please be sure to click like if you like this video and subscribe if you already haven't. And also check out my blog, keepsakecrafts.net, where I have lots more creative ideas and inspiration. Happy creating. Bye-bye.